dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many. You know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway.
We got this. Ready?
Mike. I got one. Showing up.
Touch 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. This is Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. On third down, Wilson. He's got Lockett, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here because you've got the ability?
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Go.
Check 43. Check.
On second and 11 now. Rivers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, Brown 80! Buffalo walk.
950, 950.
Bravo!
Yo, Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 25, check.
Cluster.
Shift.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go, Heavy. Everyone,
Load it!
what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it!
Mike.
0.
Let's go, defense.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking for Inman deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. The gain of 39 that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Hey, alert. 36 power.
58's the mic. Bring it.
Good tight.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Alert. Go, guys, 4 down.
31's the mic. Record. 31's the mic. Watch the screen. Echo. 31's the mic. 3 bucks.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore, Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 50, check 50. Check, check.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing Rivers. Nifty move. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, it's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Wait, 80 hut!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Orbit.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Watch 49. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Load it. Load it.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey. Check now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Alpha!
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180! Black 15! We won it! Come on.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
190! 180! Hey, Delta! We on it! Orange 5-4. Shoot! Hey, Delta! White!
Check. Whip.
Rivers now from the 50. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
It's going to be a long down.
now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. It took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? And the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. This will be taken short.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
This is Gordon. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready, black 15.
I'm going to come back to you. Back to you. Mike 49. Mike. Hey. Bang, 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 bang.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
49's the mic, Mark 49. Hey, keep it up.
Wait. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Q. Hey. I-7.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Mike 58, right there. Here we go, G.
On first down, Carson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready! Block 15! Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So the victory here for Seattle. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Son, 190.
Hey, check.
Red. You. Red.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
21.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
White.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. 21. Hey, exit. Slam. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Say.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Lock. Check 4.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and really think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check left, right. Hey, on point, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Allen, the intended receiver. The partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Hey, foxtrot. Clock.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait.
Bandit. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
1, Omaha.
Here we go. Jam.
21.
6. Share.
2. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up. And got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga, and that moment is right now. I got to get your thoughts. I got to get you on the record. What do you think of all this?
Well, when you go back to Oakland, and you know about my relationships with the head coach and the general manager there, but putting that aside, one, never would have made the deal for him. I just never saw him as a guy that was going to go from place to place and be the influence that you want.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, gun. Hey, seam 6.
24, check 24.
65.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set, 190. Check right 33.
Let's set a tone.
Keep it skinny.
Mike check 33. 33.
Shoot. Hey, Charlie. Split.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, normally you and I would have gone through our season predictions before Week 1, but Hurricane Dorian prevented us from doing that last week. So let's go ahead and hear them, your division winners and then the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's start in the AFC. New England in the East. Tennessee in the South. Pittsburgh in the North, and Kansas City out west.
Okay, so I'm with you on 3 of the 4, but I'm going to go with a way too strong Week 1 reaction and give Baltimore the edge in the North.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
All right, let's go NFC.
All right.
I'm going Philadelphia in the East, New Orleans in the South, Minnesota in the North, and the Los Angeles Rams out west.
Okay, so I got 2 different ones. I'm going to go Dallas on the East, and then I'm going to go Green Bay in the North.
The reason I didn't go Dallas, there hasn't been a repeat winner in the East since 2003-2004, so I go with history on that one. Super Bowl predictions, I like Kansas City and New Orleans. 3rd time's the charm for the Saints to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay, I'm going to go New England over New Orleans in the Super Bowl.
So you got New England winning it?
Yet again, shocker.
I've got New Orleans beating Kansas City, so this is going to be fun to see how it turns out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, orbit. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
31's the mic. You don't want it.
1, Omaha.
Slam. He's coming.
13. Hey, Delta. I got you. 2.
31's the mic. Watch the slant.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to air one out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
11. Recon, 132 fighter.
26. Kill. Hey, alert 3.
21. Here we go.
Switch.
12, fellas, here we go.
They run again with Breida, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
31's the score. Watch the shit. Hey.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
33. Switch up.
Hey, 79.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
11. Switch it. Come on. 11. Crunch. I got you.
He's checking crunch.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Black! 11.
Whip.
12. Block!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 25 yards that time. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Black 11!
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Delta!
33. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Throwing again. Rivers. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. The intended receiver there, Allen. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, gun.
Joker.
Nick.
Nickel.
Hey, go. Hey, hunt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Move. 3 down. Hey, check.
I got you.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
11. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24, check 24, check 99, check 99, check plus the right. Slam.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being blocked.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defense.
It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangsta and hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want
this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't. And I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills, yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field, saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills, yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. The score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Go right in. I got you, son. I got you, son. 26. Go. Get out there. Get ready. Get ready. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Going to 53.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Elliott, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Elliott. And they'll give him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Kill. 58, come on. Let's go, D. Dixon. We're going to 53. Check. Lucky. We're going to 53. Watch out. Henry. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Uses the stiff arm. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Hey, Delta! Watch safety three. Watch safety three. Hey, look.
From the 24, Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Gregory, 90. 180. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
10 at the 13-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Step 180, black 11.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, Brown 80! Red Delta! Oh, here we go! Hey, I'm gonna go load it! Load it! Hey, Steve 6! Steve 6! Here I come! Here I come!
Mike.
2nd down, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30. Allen, the intended receiver. But with that incompletion, I want to get some early season predictions from you because I love to do that, and I like to hold you to what you say later in the year. How about MVP and Defensive Player of the Year predictions from you, Mr. Davis?
Well, it could be the same person if I chose Aaron Donald, couldn't it? Because the last couple of years, he's been the Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL and made a strong case to be the MVP overall, even though he hasn't won those. But here's what I'm going to do. Patrick Mahomes won it last year through 50 touchdown passes. He could easily throw 40 touchdown passes and people will call it an off year, but it'll still be enough for him to be the MVP. I think this kid is just special. I think he wins it for the 2nd straight year. And then on the defensive side, I'm going with a major surprise. The Tennessee Titans could be a top 5 defense. Kevin Byard, safety, signed a new contract. He will play and justify that with 10 interceptions.
I like it, and I won't forget it. We will revisit this. On 2nd down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Here we go. Boy, hey.
Yes, Mike. Down to lose one. Jim. Under.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Kill.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
On second down now. It's Elliott. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation.
Under 10.
Here's Elliott. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Maher is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Cluster. Hey, ready.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On third down, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And, indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the safety crib. Let's get this ball. Here we go, 47. Switch. Let's go. My ball. 26.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's it, baby.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, kill.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Watch the eyes. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Running with Elliott. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta! Bravo! He's coming. We got double up.
To throw is Rivers. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check.
Check 25.
From the gun, Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line.
Elliott running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
At the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get off the field. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Trips over here. There's overload.
Here we go, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 15. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
I got it. We're going to 53.
Check.
26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Go to 54, go to 54, line in. Go to 52.
Pick it up, defense, let's go. Check. Check, hot, well, hot.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we hands together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Come on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it's complete. Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
390. Right.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Hey, ready. 0.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A second down throw for Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 14 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. After 1, 7-0 on the 8.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Give everyone dogs, I'm not a guard, go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell, a couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well, not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Man, on my heart, no, I give it.
just have to check up on myself.